was like, what? Like, that doesn't make sense. And I'm like, you can't just like pronounce something like,
He doesn't understand people
like
making fun of him.
yeah, because like they're saying that like, oh, you know, pronounce it.
Dude, you should have told him, dude, just wait till you know everything. You know, tell him, hey, what the fuck were you saying? Instead of teaching me, you rather fucking laugh? Fucking loser. Who's the real fucking loser? Hear that out loud. You want me to say it again? You're laughing at someone who doesn't know instead of teaching them. Who's the real fucking loser?
Mm-hmm.
But since you're not me, you probably said, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, because they didn't teach me because they were like, they literally saw me and they were like, oh, she knows. We're not gonna teach her.
That's what he said?
Well, they everyone treat me like that. They're like, oh, well, you probably know how to do this. But they did ask me. They were like, oh,
And what did you say?
like, oh, if I know how to do backflip.
And what did you say?
And I was like, oh, well, I'm like, yeah, I do. But like, and then I said, he is gonna show me how to do the mobile order. And like, just like, show me how to do that. And I'm like, yeah, I'll get the hang of it.
The mobile order, what do you mean?
Yeah, so like,
Oh, like DoorDash and Uber Eats and all that shit?
no. So like, when you order from the McDonald's app, and like, you give them a code, and then on the screen there's a McDonald's.
Hey, fuck's my wallet?
Well, turn on the light. You heard and see. Where the fuck is it? I didn't see a wallet. I don't even know.
Oh, it's over here. Just remember that. It's right here, too.
What is it? I'll say something.
You were saying something about that no one wanted to teach you being the mobile orders?
Oh yeah, yeah, cause yeah. So
Oh, dude, I'm over here like, where the fuck isn't this shit ready now?
and so like they were teaching me like while like I was like in the back. Well, like but I mean I got the hang of it, you know. Honestly, when I was struggling, I just like gotta find a way. You know?
This will be relaxing. Just like old times.
Everyone was wearing like
to set up an OBS stream.
Oh man, you should have like, hey Sharon, do you know this guy? I turned around and was like, I'm like, what?
He's just like, yeah?
No, he was just like we just like nod each other, you know, and just like that. Or, let me see. But like no one, I don't think they know.
As an entrepreneur, as a creator, I'm 24/7 on the go all the time. Shopify makes it very easy to be on the go and connected with my store. My name is Chef Jamoke Jackson, aka Mr. Foodtastic. I am a creator. I also dabble in all things food. My very first product on Shopify was my spice line. It literally took me a day to get up and running. I can take a picture, write a description, upload it, and I can have a new product in the store in under 5 minutes. It's very easy, step-by-step instructions, lots of tutorials, lots of support. It's very
What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Hammer Dance YouTube channel. It's that time of the year again. There has been a ton of updates on OBS. I'm making this video for new, returning, old, young, every kind of streamer. We're going to be going over how to set up OBS to stream on Twitch, YouTube, whatever it is that you want to stream on from start to finish. It's going to be a full walkthrough as fast as I possibly can on how to set the program up from nothing to streaming. But before we do that, guys, let's give a shout out and thank you to our sponsor for today's video, Own.tv. Own.tv is the place to go, guys, if you're looking for some fresh new graphics for your stream. Whether you're on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook gaming, you'll find something that's a perfect fit for your channel. They offer full themed overlay packages, which are great if you're trying to give your stream a complete makeover. But let's say you're just looking to pick up some new alert graphics. Don't worry, because they've got you covered there too. You can find single graphics such as alerts, banners, panels, and logos as well. And one of the best parts about most of these overlays is that they are completely modular. So if you and your friends all pick up the same overlay, such as this Rodan one right here, you can change the colors and tweak it to match your brand, and none of you will have the exact same overlay. If you guys are looking sponsor for today's video, Own.tv. Own.tv, a more simplified tutorial on just how to get people. I'm going to run through each of these tabs. Right hand corner. All right, so here.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are. This is my OBS. I'm sharing my display with you guys, and hopefully we can get this done in a short enough amount of time so that it's not a super long video. So the first step to setting up OBS is going to settings down in the bottom right hand corner here, and that is going to open up our settings panel. You can see this clearly because I've put my camera off to the left side. Perfect. I'm going to run through each of these tabs. I may skip over some things that I find irrelevant or that I feel like you don't need to know just to get started with streaming. So bear with me. This is going to be a more simplified tutorial on just how to get people going, you know, really quick, get you up and online and streaming as fast as possible. So we go to settings, and in our first tab here under the general tab, we have a few things. We have language, mine is set to English. You can choose your theme that you want OBS to be in. You can choose whatever you want here. This is the dark theme. I kind of like this new Yami theme. I think it's very modern looking and nice, and the text pops off the colored backgrounds and all that. I love it. So under this tab, nothing super important. You can have it automatically check for updates on startup, which I leave up just because if there is an OBS update, you know, you do want to get that update as soon as you open the program. Other than that, nothing in here is going to affect your stream significantly. So what we can do is completely skip the rest of that tab. Update, you know.
shower in the morning. Well, talking about shower. Yeah, they're gonna shower tomorrow, but goddamn, look at Leah's hair. Freaking hard. I don't know what she has in her hair. Probably juice.
You do want to get that update as soon as you open the program. Other than that, nothing in here is going to affect your stream significantly. So what we can do is completely skip the rest of that tab. Let's head over to the streaming tab. Now this tab, a little bit more important. This is where you're going to select your streaming service, right? So if you're streaming on Twitch, this is where you select Twitch. If you're streaming on YouTube, this is where you're going to select YouTube. So right here, I'm streaming on Twitch, so I have my service selected as Twitch. The server that you want to use to stream to, you're going to have that set to auto. And right here, I have my Twitch account connected. But if you're just setting this up for the first time, you're going to be able to connect to your account and log into your Twitch account or your YouTube account, whatever it may be. Right here, it says disconnect account for me just because my account is currently connected. It's already connected. Other than that, we can leave the rest of this stuff alone and head on over to the output tab. Another important tab here. So in the output tab, this is where we're going to, finagle with most of the settings for our stream. So output tab, under the streaming tab here, you may want to come up to the top under the output mode and select advanced. It should be on simple when you first start it up. Change it to advanced so we can mess with some settings in here. So under the streaming tab, we're going to come down here and we are going to, the first super important thing here is we're going to look at our encoder. If you're using a 10 series or higher NVIDIA GPU, I suggest using the NVENC H.264 encoder like I'm using here. If not, you can use X264, which will use your processor instead of your graphics card. But if you do have this option, I will always suggest using this option. It's a lot less demanding on your PC's resources. Your frames will be higher in games, and overall streaming will impact the performance of your PC a lot less if you use this option. So NVIDIA NVENC H.264 selected. Do not touch rescale output. Come down here to encoder settings. We want to set this to CBR. And your bitrate is going to be determined by the resolution of your stream. So I'm streaming on Twitch at 1080p 60 FPS, and I have messed around with this quite a bit and found that 8K bitrate is the sweet spot for me, where everything looks pretty clear and I have no issues. If you're streaming at 1080 at 30 FPS, you can drop that down to 6K, no problem. Messed around with this quite a bit and found that 8K bitrate is the sweet spot for me, where everything looks pretty clear and I have no issues. If you're streaming at 1080 at 30 FPS, you can drop that down to 6K, no problem. Even 1080p 60 FPS looks fine at 6K. Scrolling down, we have keyframe interval. We want to set that to 2 seconds. Preset, I have mine on max quality. However, if you're getting a little bit of stuttering or your PC seems to be lagging a little bit, you can drop it down to quality or even performance. They both still fine at 6K. Scrolling down, we have keyframe interval. We want to set that to 2 seconds. Preset, I have mine on max quality. However, if you're getting a little bit of stuttering or your PC seems to be lagging a little bit, you can drop it down to quality or even performance. They both still look pretty good. Profile, I have mine set to high. Look ahead, checked. Cycle visual tuning, checked. GPU set to 0. Yeah.
Looks like right here, like by the TV.
Por Eva? 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 Fucking Eva. No, madre, dude. Hola.
And max B frames set to 2. Next, we're going to head over to the audio tab. This is where we're going to be able to mess with our audio settings. So for general purposes, you want to have your sample rate set to 48 kilohertz, your channel set to stereo so you don't get some weird mono sound, your global audio devices. So here is where you're going to be able to, if you don't have a Go XLR, this is a little bit more important for you. So this is where you're going to be able